I have no idea why I thought it was a good idea to do a recording during the middle of a heat wave, where it's hotter than hell at the minute in the UK in terms of recording. So, yeah, but so this is going to be fun. But not only that, though, I've just returned from a bit of a break, so I kind of feel a bit rejuvenated and ready to go since I've took a bit of a week off. As you can probably tell with the burntness on me, I am redder than a lobster, so yeah, but yeah, speaking of being burnt and being in hell at the minute, hello everyone, Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to Lucifer as we get into episode number 3 of season 5. Should be a very, very interesting episode. Lucifer being informed that Michael has been causing havoc and been manipulating those close to him. That's certainly going to bring him back into the fold in terms of bringing him into, I guess, the material plane. But yeah, it was a very, very interesting episode last time around, with Chloe slowly but surely deducing that Lucifer wasn't Lucifer, that she was getting closer to uncovering the fact that Michael, who is the twin of Lucifer, was masquerading as Lucifer. And yeah, it'll be very interesting to see the reactions from everyone that Michael has pretended to be Lucifer in front of, especially Chloe, because I think that is the biggest impact in terms of Michael's shenanigans in the last episode, especially with the fact that Michael told Chloe about the whole fact that she is the miracle child. So how her thinking is going to go moving forward regarding her existence and whatnot is going to be very, very interesting, because of course we learned this way back in season 2, but Chloe never, and this is going to be a very, very big point moving forward for Chloe, one would imagine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to delving into this episode of Lucifer. So with that said, let's get into episode number 3 for season 5 of Lucifer. Let's go.
Had managed to seat himself at Father's right hand.
Oh, dang.
He's talking to him.
No, he's talking to Father, but he's the only one. Nobody else in the Silver City has a line to him. Nobody, and Michael has seen to it.
Michael.
Oh, shoot.
Weasley, cowardly Michael.
Preserving his spot as well. This is it, Amenadel surrounded by clouds.
Get back to work, or...
From ruling Lux to essentially ruling a bunch of clowns, right?
It's really you.
Oh!
How?
It's a funny story, actually. So, there I was in hell.
Oh! Oh, my heart. We're here, people.
Had this the whole time?
Oh, back then you didn't even believe in the celestial side of things. Anyway, Mum only told me because she was trying to
It would
keep
just
us
make
apart.
things worse.
Why? Because if you knew I would get from your dad, you'd, what, throw me away?
Because she thought if I knew the truth, it would mean the feelings that I had for you weren't real, that I feel you were just some tool to manipulate me.
Oh.
I made something for you. It's just like mine. Huh?
Why on earth would I want that?
Oh my God, Dad!
No, I don't
Oh.
have this. I have work to do.
But Detective, you're the only reason I'm here.
Apparently, you're the only reason I'm here. So I'm gonna do my job that I chose.
Actually, now I think of it, we did mostly talk about me.
Wait a second! Has he got...
Get on the air.
No. All I did was introduce him to a network exec. I had no idea why he was asking me so many questions.
It's a show based on Lucifer, but...
It's shocking. The way in which he's brought my descriptions to life, the accuracy, is truly eerie. I can see why he had such a
So did
meteoric
Fox
rise in
murder?
things. Obviously, the man was a tremendous
And
talent. Thank
was
you.
the murder of the week? Get it?
Thanks.
Sounds like we have a dancer answer.
What?
See,
Oh, what?
Diablo comes up with the wild theories and crazy hijinks, and dancer's the fun police.
That's not procedure, Diablo.
I guess.
Oh, with the whole
Well, thank you.
miracle revelation and now this,
Thank you.
Lucifer's shooting himself in the foot.
my servant anymore, by all means, you're welcome to join me.
I don't have wings, you idiot!
Well, Amenadil does. Why didn't you just ask him to fly you down there?
She was yearning for that. That's it. Yearning.
Look, I'm really trying to listen, so if you're telling me that
There's
you'd
just
like
a
to
lot of
stab
hurt
me,
that's been circulating around her.
just avoid the old parsnip for old...
Put it down.
Sorry. Force of habit.
Well, that little showdown will be fueling my fantasies for the next few millennia.
What are you two doing here?
Trying to solve the case, of course. We can do it on TV. Why not in real life?
And how did you find out about this
I think
place?
it's a bit different, but okay.
Matt was living when I first met him.
Matt mentioned he had a place he liked to hide from the world when he was writing, where none of the execs could find him.
Like a discreet. It is like a discreet location.
Pull up here to go on a drug binge. He came here to reconnect with the time in his life where he felt control over his fate.
Returning to
Basically,
the place
yeah.
where it all began, yearning to find
Safe
God.
haven.
Right with the big guy, walk the straight and narrow, and here I am, living proof that people can change old bad patterns.
But also, like, some paths are just
You
not
wanna
meant to
text
be walked, I
me?
guess.
Oh, whoa, that's a penis. That's a tattooed penis.
Some patterns are harder to change than others.
Wow, looks familiar.
Wait, you
No.
Oh, is this the guy she was sleeping with?
I
Oh.
don't know Greg and his tattooed penis.
Thank you.
Don't tell me he's been offed.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit! Okay, my suspicions about the Chloe Dancer actress is
Nobody knows
growing.
him missing since lunch. I mean, this
Since
man is
she's
the
sticking
entire
around
show.
with him.
None of these people would even exist without him here.
Yeah. How old do you think I am?
I don't know, 30.
Oh. I thought that was going somewhere.
Nothing to worry about. I'm gonna be around for a while, and then I'll be down in hell. And I guess we can spend the rest of eternity together, right?
Okay, well that took a interestingly drastic turn.
Yes.
Until that day, I intend to enjoy the earth. Come here, Doctor. I'm ready for
Oh my
treatment.
goodness.
Yeah, I'll have some of that.
Great, thank you.
So at least we know the writers of this show ship Maze and Linda.
I am lowering my walls, and I'm willing to be reharmonized. I'll take the bracelet.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Oh, yes, really.
You sure?
There needs to be that kind of.
Because you need to want it.
No, just give me the damn
You
thing.
need to
Give me the damn thing.
I love these two. I do so much.
Back to Earth piloting a hijacked space shuttle. Insane.
You can say that. Again, Dancer. A devil in the heavens. But crime, it must be punished.
Daniel, the
That's so
original
good.
actor playing Diablo is dead, not you. Please, can we just give him a bit of life?
Set me up for the next line, okay? I don't think freedom was the yearning, man.
Yeah, I don't think Carrie killed him at all. Based on the stab wounds, I was able to confirm that the victims
Freedom.
were killed by someone right-handed, and Carrie has repetitive stress injuries.
Chloe
in her
Dancer
wrist, and it'd be
wanted
highly unlikely that she
freedom.
could stab someone with the force that made those wounds, especially with her non-dominant hand.
Well, it says it right here in black and white. Diablo was certain the killer was number 2.
Unless he meant someone else.
And number 2 lead.
Now that I'm free, I can take the part, and the director is so collaborative. I'm
Boom.
sorry. I'm rambling.
Yeah, you might have rambled a bit too
No, it's
much.
just, you said this was an amazing gig and that you were grateful to have it.
That's true. I was, but you gotta move on.
Well, well,
When
well.
a gig ends, because that idiot deduced my yearning and figured out what I did.
There we
He
go.
was
Had a
honestly
feeling.
in a dopey way, but I wasn't gonna let him take away the freedom I almost got myself. I am not spending the
Well,
next
it's
16
ironic
with
you
my
say
makeup.
that because you're not going to get any freedom at all by being arrested, so.
Left me. Why'd you leave me?
Eve.
wondering when you'd show our face again.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Brother.
Oh my god, here we go! The showdown is happening! Let's go!
Welcome home.
Oh my goodness.
So, what else? What about
Ooh.
your little sexcapade in the garden? Or, oh, your vacation here to Earth?
All of this.
That's impossible.
Seed, oh my
It was
goodness.
quite easy, actually. All it took was a little whisper here, a carefully orchestrated coincidence there, and your pathological
You
self-absorption,
ass.
of course. Voila! Stop calling me that. All right? Why don't I call you what you know you really are? Unworthy.
Oh. Come on, Lucifer! Get him! Oh my goodness. This is it though. Why lie when you can hurt? Oh my... No! 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 Come on. Come on, Lucy.
My decisions, but I'm confident this one is all mine.
Oh my god!
Playing with feeling like you can't cope. Well, welcome to the bloody club.
You have no right to yell at me.
Yeah,
Our
come on.
situations are
Chloe's
nothing
been...
alike. You are an angel. You deal with celestial craziness all the time. I am just a person, Lucifer.
She's more
Just a
limited.
person who is already dealing with the fact that I'm in love with the devil and...
Getting my partner back, getting you back. Now, I just thought it would go differently.
Michael's really put a huge dent in that.
Me too.
But I'm sorry. I shouldn't have tried to stab you.
I know this is Michael,
Turns
but
out
I'm
you
waiting
weren't the one I
for...
was upset with to begin with.
Really? You're not upset with Lucifer?
Ah!
Wow.
Oh, damn, that's gonna take a long recovery time.
I can't tell you that. You won't believe me. Because I'm a liar, right?
I don't know.
But I can tell you how to find it out for yourself.
Oh my god. Right, okay. Here's the thing. I don't think he's bullshitting, which is the scary part, and... What does he mean, though? Like... I mean... I could assume, based on the recent emotions that Maze went through in this episode, it could be down to about Eve. I'm not sure, but... Because I don't think he's... Because this is it. Why lie when you can hurt with the truth? And this is it. Michael can take great joy from that. Watching Lucifer squirm as he reveals... Hey, you remember all these decisions you made? Yeah, you thought they were your own. With Chloe, with everything. Oh, I don't know. I feel like that's... I know we're only a few episodes into this season of Lucifer, but I do feel like that was probably my favourite of the three so far, with the first confrontation between Lucifer and Michael. Something that I feel like I've been highly anticipating since I saw the ending of the first episode. And yeah, not just that though, but seeing how Chloe was reacting to the whole situation and seeing how things sadly once again spiraled in terms of Lucifer and Chloe's dynamic, seemingly for I guess a period for this season, because hopefully Chloe will come to that realization that whereas there was a path that was set for her, she doesn't have to necessarily, follow every checkpoint, if that makes sense. And not just that, though, but something that was playing on my mind throughout the episode is that, you know how people in real life can be all cute and whatnot and say, hey, we were made for each other, etc. And that is quite literally the case between Lucifer and Chloe. And this is it. There is this nice, appealing nature to that sentiment. Because of the fact that we've seen Once Upon a Time, not the show, but the episode, where God actually tampered with the idea of what would happen if Chloe and Lucifer were to not cross paths because they were made for each other. What if that was, undone? And basically, Once Upon a Time proved to us that God was basically the ultimate Dexter shipper. This is it, though. He was hoping for these two to be together. So, I'm hoping that things will work out and Chloe will come to some kind of, greater realization, because her feelings are very, very valid, of course, because I think a lot of people would be having a similar reaction to Chloe, thinking about, okay, what portion of my life is real and do I actually have any kind of free will? But we've seen time and again throughout this episode that Lucifer was trying to allow Chloe to choose on her own accord, and we've also seen Lucifer react in a similar manner to Chloe as well, when because he even made references to when Goddess told him about the fact that Chloe was the miracle child, and Lucifer lost it, and there are similar kinds of emotions being portrayed by Chloe in this episode to how Lucifer reacted when he first found out, and worried about, is there any kind of free will? Is my life being manipulated, etc.? So Chloe is literally back, I wouldn't say literally, but she is feeling similar sentiments to how Lucifer felt, and hopefully there will come a time, like Lucifer, where Chloe will start to realize that I can make my own choices and whatnot. I mean, if she pushes herself away, that kind of proves a point, wouldn't it? Like, with the fact that she is disobeying the path, but it's all down to her own feelings. Her own feelings are very valid. So, and this is it, free will. She can choose not to pursue something with Lucifer. But that would also prove the fact that she can make her own choices and whatnot. So, yeah. I'm just really, really worried about where this is going to go between Lucifer and Chloe, but I'm also hoping and predicting that Chloe will suddenly come around, kind of like how Lucifer did, and they will realize that, yeah, they were made for each other. But there is some kind of generous act behind that. It's not all manipulation or denial of free will. There is a reason. They excel being together rather than being apart. So, and we've seen that with Once Upon a Time. So, but they will come to their own logical conclusions about how being together they are, beneficial and whatnot. And the universe is rooting for both Chloe and Lucifer to be together. So, yeah. So we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed and hope that the best works out for them too. But yeah, the Diablo show was just, oh my god, I just loved it. Like, as soon as you saw the billboard, you were thinking, wait, are they doing what I think they're doing? And they even had the title card basically be a little bit too meta. So yeah, and it's very, very poignant that, Warner Brothers were the studio that was, I guess, distributing Diablo as well, because of the fact that we got Warner Brothers distributing Lucifer. So yeah. So yeah, I really, really thought that was really, really amazing. And I had my slight suspicions about Chloe Dancer as well, being the I'm not sure what her real name was, but of course she was playing the role of Chloe Dancer. And I kind of had a feeling like midway through the episode, and it suddenly started to click together when freedom was spoken about and how poignant that was in terms of Chloe's predicament. But also there is this idea of, not being too satisfied with, you suddenly conjure up these ideas like you're not too satisfied with the script and whatnot, and you might want to take things a bit to the extreme. And it's ironic because she wanted that freedom, and she's not going to be getting that in jail, so... But it was just really, really funny seeing the parallels, like even the cufflinks bit words. Even that was very, very funny when they were in sync and whatnot. So but also with how Lucifer it's funny because Lucifer planted the seeds there with the show, and you've got Michael who's been planting the seeds for everything that Lucifer's done and whatnot, and of course this whole predicament that Chloe's in right now regarding how her life has been kind of orchestrated to follow a certain path, etc. So I really, really like how that was kind of foreshadowing to the Michael encounter, which was really, really glorious. Like I said, it's been something that I've been wanting to see since the ending of episode 1. And they didn't beat around the bush, did they? They even gave Michael a bit of a good scar, so that will help tell the difference in case Michael wants to try to use his Lucifer facade again. So there was some very, very interesting moments that came out between Lucifer and Michael, and I really loved the colouring in terms of their shirts when they brawled. Like, you saw Lucifer take the jacket off and he was white, and there was that darkness to present the more, I guess, darker version of Lucifer, Michael. So, but to find out that Michael has been kind of orchestrating things by planting the seeds for the rebellion in terms of the whole Adam and Eve situation and everything. This is it though. I think he is telling the truth because of the fact that whilst he is capable of lying, unlike Lucifer, he is also one to, as we've seen in the last episode, to tap into people's fears. And of course, as I've mentioned just now, there was this idea with Lucifer thinking that he had no freedom, that he was being manipulated. And now Michael can exploit those fears because of the fact that, he could lie and invoke fear at the same time, but with Michael being confirmed to be God's right-hand man, he's, telling stuff to God and whatnot. It is very, very plausible. So I'm just in a bit of a, 60-40 situation in terms of whether Michael is telling the truth or not regarding, how you thought this was your clever scheme? Well, that was because I planted the seeds. Because I feel like, because the idea is he is resentful over Lucifer and how he thought he was better than Michael, and Michael wants to prove that, hey, guess who was the mastermind all along? So this would really kick Lucifer to the curb. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how things, go along, and if Lucifer can really uncover the truth, whether Michael was telling the truth or not. Yeah. So, but the fight was really, really great, and like I said, I don't think that that's going to be the last encounter, not by a long shot, in terms of Michael and Lucifer fighting it out. So I'm sure we're going to see plenty more of that as this season goes along. But it was a really, really good encounter that we had between Lucifer and Michael. One thing that I did notice, though, when we were glancing between shots of Michael and Lucifer, is how Lucifer is straightened out in terms of his posture. And then you've got Michael, who's like a little bit crooked, if that makes sense. Like, he's like that, if that makes sense. Like, his posture seems a lot different compared to Lucifer's. And I think that was pretty much the case. Like, Lucifer is more straightened out. Like, he will have a very, very firm structure. Whereas Michael seems to be a bit more laxed. like that was definitely something that I think was present in the last episode, and it was very noticeable in this episode. So yeah, I really like that little touch, as well as, like I said, the whole Lucifer wearing white, Michael wearing black situation to kind of give an idea of the symbolic, like that symbolism that Lucifer is more of a greater and more generous person, funnily enough, and then Michael is just a bit of a prick. So yeah. But yeah, Dan and Lucifer was just really amazing, and I'm really glad that Lucifer and Dan are kind of making, even though Lucifer's like, shoot, go away, I am really glad to see them two on good terms, because last season was a bit rough, especially between episodes 5 and 7, where Dan was just wanting, like every time that Lucifer breathed, Dan was right there. So it was really glorious to see. It's really great as well to follow Dan's positivity journey, and to see him and Lucifer interact, and him giving Lucifer that bracelet, and then them two sparring it off in terms of the Diablo script, which was really nice. So I am really loving their chemistry, and I'm kind of hoping that we kind of have an episode with them two, because we've seen episodes where them two were the focus. Chloe was off doing her own thing and whatnot before. But now Dan's on this positivity journey, and I want to kind of see these two in this season have their own kind of episode, and just to see how things pan out, because I think that would be really cool. So yeah. And then there's Maze as well with Linda. Really loved their little talk. It's really very interesting how Linda is talking about going to hell. So yeah, and I feel like that's in reference to how she feels regarding the picture that she saw in the last episode, because that was very interesting, and I'm feeling like this is going to be Linda's plot for this season, kind of like how season 4 it was about her and her carrying Charlie. This is exploring about her guilt, and as we saw in the last episode, there seemed to be a shred of guilt there, and in this episode she's so determined that she thinks she's going to hell. So yeah, but Maze was heartbreaking, especially when she broke down in front of Linda regarding how people keep leaving her, and how Lucifer said that you could have come with me if you asked Amenadale. But this is the thing, with Maze, it's just really heartbreaking because of the fact that she could have asked Amenadale, but Lucifer never asked, and that's the thing. She doesn't want to feel. She doesn't want to feel to be that burden, if that makes sense. Like, she doesn't want to be too pushy, and she wanted Lucifer to say, "Hey, Maze, do you want to come with me to hell?" And there was further testament about how she felt unwanted when she said, "Oh, you're not going to be sticking around, Linda. You're going to die in 5 years' time, etc." So it's a really heartbreaking nature with Maze about the fact that she's going through this emotional struggle, especially with Eve departing her, and it's all becoming a bit too much. And we've seen strands of her, wanting for that connectivity throughout the past few episodes this season. And in this episode, she just broke down. So I just want to give her a hug. So yeah. But overall, this was a really solid episode. I'm excited to see where things go after things got pretty, I guess, explosive between Chloe and Lucifer. But like I said, hopefully they can patch things up, and Chloe can see the more better side of this whole situation. Fingers crossed, but we'll just have to wait and see, because I know this show likes to prey on pain, so but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!